glasses.
They have glasses. They'll throw in glasses.
I'll buy 2. Yeah, I'll pick up 2 glasses. All right, proceeding. Anyways.
Okay. Well, the 3 hours pass by as you guys leave Boatwright. Fairly midday, probably around 2 in the afternoon. Just when you guys leave, as the sails rise, and you see the city and the island of Mannster leave behind you. The ship is pretty cramped and tight compared to things. Most of the lower decks are basically filled with boxes and more boxes and boxes, and there's like mattresses or sleeping bags laid on the floor in a clear area that they made for you. But you leave the ship. And they explain to you that it's probably going to be around 5.5 days till you make it to Shipton.
Well,
Alright,
one question I
first,
have
lay
is,
back.
Sniper, where are you going to be?
What?
Where are you going to be?
Where's
in the
Sniper
ship?
going to be?
Where's Smokey going to be?
I didn't hear most of that. I was very confused as to what happened with Rogi.
Where is Smokey going to be?
I know. I didn't. On the boat. I didn't hear the description of the boat.
We're now getting on the boat. He wants to know where you're at, because I assume he wants to find you.
I mean, I'm assuming on the boat if it's time to leave. Like,
You leave.
Sure, I find him on the
what do
boat.
you? What do you mean?
Just like,
Well,
are
like-
you in a specific part of the boat is what I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Are you saying where you normally are going to stay? Are you going to be on the top deck, the crow's nest, or anything like that?
Do we get a lounger?
No.
No. The most fancy or at least scenic part is probably on top of the ship deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is mostly filled with more boxes.
I mean, I guess I'm hanging out in the area where the people eat.
Well, maybe I would pull you guys to one place, though.
Oh.
Because I would definitely, before we set sail, want to get everyone to pray to Umberly.
Oh my god. Are you making a prayer circle?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, most of the
I have-
Ganassi,
I avoid this.
some of the
I do
Ganassi
as
would
well.
join you and help you.
Yeah.
If you invite them.
I'll encourage them all to pray. Just, praising Umberly, not like asking her not to wreck us or anything.
Okay.
Positive prayers instead of the usual negative ones for Umberly.
Positive prayers.
Yeah.
Well, the Water Ganassis are enlightened as they did not know that you could do that with Umberly. They thought that you always just had to give her money and hope that she didn't kill you.
You can still give her money as I'll open the alms box.
Oh my god.
Okay. You get like 3 silver pieces. But the journey continues or begins. As you guys have a good 5.5 days of mostly relaxation in a cramped space.
Yeah, I'll also be casting the thing and fixing Rogi's Eris races. Like,
Okay. Takes about an hour. What do you fix is just on the top deck? And where you guys are staying, sleeping? Basically a bunch of these
yeah, wherever he wants
sleeping
to
bags. Okay. Where would you be mostly on the ship? Would you be on like the top
For an
deck or
hour.
maybe where you're
Probably the top. Wherever
Okay.
I can catch the most skylight.
Well, you basically have to sit still for an hour as the Odiot map basically fixes your leg. Doing this long ritual with these incenses and herbs and things, as it is not. It's kind of somewhat uncomfortable, not really painful, but it's just being in the position for an extended period of time does not help.
Cool.
But eventually, after an hour, you feel your wound mend as your bone seems to heal, no longer being completely shattered and merging together. It feels kind of weird, but
I like stretch
feels
it
better.
out.
Yeah, you
Oh.
stretch it out.
Man, that feels so much better. Thank you, Odia.
No problem. It's the least I can do for how much you've contributed to the new Church of Umbly.
It's no problem.
Good.
By the way, I guess I'll tell you. I got the reward from the town, but I ended up giving all of it to the ship captain. He's lost everything, and when I saw him, he was really drunk. So I thought it best just to leave him with that at least, so he could maybe turn his life back to what it used to be.
Very good. You are a very generous person.
Well, I figure we'll find more treasure as we adventure on. And I feel bad for him, you know. He kind of suffered through this through no fault of his own, and now he has to suffer the consequences.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't bring this up to Smokey, seeing this how he reacted to paying the people we liberated from that camp before,
Yeah, I just thought I'd let someone know.
and that was over a mere 190 gold, less than half of what you gave to that man.
We'll figure, so he'll be fine. We'll come across more money. If he has any problems, he can come to me. David?
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways, so Smokey's in the dining area.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
So, anyways, Pyro's back in the summer dress. She walks in with the bottle of shitty wine and 2 glasses and takes a seat across from Smokey.
Hello.
So, Noza. So, I do remember back in the Ogre camp you mentioned you weren't nobility, correct?
That is the case, yes.
Pour 2 glasses. I was more curious as to how you got on. As in, how your life has been lived.
Education and work. Not really
Yes.
much time for play in my history.
Of course. Oh, yeah. Do you have... How much
Oh,
money would
yeah.
it take to get this wagon to the ship?
No, that takes a lot of space. So I think
Yeah,
that would
that's
take a
too
good
much
like.
space.
50,
Well, but they
50
can
gold.
put stuff on the wagons.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
We don't necessarily need both of the wagons. I think at this point we could probably carry all this on
Just
one
do
wagon
one of them.
and
Yeah.
leave.
And
How much will
donkey.
we get for selling one of the wagons back?
Slightly used. Rat.
But yeah, it costs like 50 gold to take him
Anyways. Oh god.
on.
Someone else pay that.
Taking it out of the wagon.
Yeah, we've
Thank
got
you.
that communal
Wagon
wealth
fund.
thing going on.
So, anyways.
The Bank of Odiep.
So,
No,
Not
it's
much
the
time
Bank of
for-
Umberley.
oh Jesus. Alright. So not much time for play, but you have what? Some aspiration to become something more.
I guess the goal for more came out of a childhood desire, but it's still partially that. Has grown a little more from being just that, but I also grown to like doing this type of work.
I'll press to digitate the wine to make it taste like Hathaway wine.
Yeah, no one close. But it helps.
It helps. Wait, you're saying I can't imitate it?
I mean, it's pretty good wine, magical elf wine, you know.
Okay. Yeah, but wait, it's magical wine.
I don't know. I think level 1 prestidigitation can make it, maybe.
Level
Level
1. You
one.
can't
What?
upcast cantrips.
You can't.
Rat, are you drunk?
Well,
No.
you could
He has
say
been
maybe
drinking
it's
the Hathaway wine.
already a level 1, right? Because you're level 5. So if he wants to say
Right.
it
Oh my
scales
God.
up, you're level
Right,
5.
we already have it
Next
built
level.
into the lore
Listen.
of this world that you can make dirt taste like berries.
No,
He
I
can
know,
make
but
your
I
wine
don't think
taste
he
like
can
normal, good
I don't think
wine.
he can make it taste like good wine. I think it lasts for like 3 seconds.
Okay, you know why? Why do I
But-
bother? They last
Wait,
a
I
minute.
thought. Yeah.
Okay,
Eat
you
shit,
know what?
rat. No, actually, chill, warm flavor up to 1 cubic feet of lawn-loving material for an hour. Fuck
Yeah.
off. Stop trying to ruin my RP.
But I don't think you can change the taste of the wine.
Listen.
Yes, you can.
You
No,
can, man.
Rat.
He
He
made
changes
dirt
the taste
like
of it. It's
berries.
just Tyra knows it's not the actual thing.
I know it's
Okay.
not. It's the
Yeah.
closest imitation.
No,
Like,
that's I guess
you're
what I
just
would mean.
you're interjecting an RP to dictate how a spell works.
No, but I'm just saying you couldn't get
Wait,
it
Not
perfect.
something that
Wouldn't
affects anything.
prestidigitation just crash the wine market then?
In
No.
Well, it
theory,
only
it could,
affects it
yeah.
for an hour.
Yeah, it only lasts an hour, so
Yeah,
like,
but like, why spend hundreds of gold on a you know, if you know magic, why
Because
spend
you have
hundreds
to
of
know
gold
what
on
it
Not
wine?
tastes like.
yeah. Also, not everybody has access
It's-
to prestidigitation.
It's still a status symbol for people that are noble like fire, right? To be able to
Yeah.
buy the actual wine instead of just drinking water that magically tastes like the wine.
Yeah.
God damn. This is
You
so
get it
difficult.
close enough.
Wait
it's
a
not
minute.
exactly
you
the
can get
same.
you can get someone drunk on water by making it taste like making.
No, it just tastes
wine.
like it. It's like drinking diet soda. You know, some diet
Wait.
sodas are close.
Can you only change one thing?
Just the flavor. Chill, warm, or
In-
flavor.
Can two people do prestidigitation
You
on
can cast
one
it.
thing?
You can cast
Alright.
it twice, I think. Have 2 effects at once, right?
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah,
it
you
changes the
create one of the
properties of
magical
it though.
effects.
You can't
You
like.
can only have 3 of its non-instantaneous
3.
effects.
Yeah, it's mold
You-
earth. It's 2.
You get close enough, but not exact. It still needs some work to taste exactly like it, and you think that maybe even with magic,
It's
you
the
would
texture.
Look at the taste.
All right.
But they make it. You help. You help.
You need to make it smell like it too.
Oh my god.
It's
Look,
all
I
the same
lost track
weight.
of where I was going with it because we got too sidetracked.
Colors a
I'm
bit off
actually
too.
sad now.
Ace just walks in with some food from the inn. What's up, guys? I got some food for you and some pretty good wine. Spent like $400 on or 400 gold on this wine, so I hope it's worth it.
Do what?
Yeah, I heard it was good wine. I hope I didn't get scammed. I don't really know the value of money. I'm a
You
druid, so.
did get scammed.
Oh, that sucks. Anyway, share some with me, and I'll pour out some more glasses, even though you guys already have glasses.
Yeah, it looks a bit different from the one you have. That you bought, Pyra.
Well, it's label-less for one.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. But the color's a bit different.
A
Yeah,
sip it.
well, what wine company sells without a label? But you know,
I mean, you don't know.
other
And it
than
doesn't even need a label.
That's some good wine, right?
ugh.
Honestly, no wine is worth 400 gold.
Well, they
But-
probably took advantage of the fact that I'm a druid and I don't know the value of money. Oh well, we're off the alley now, so no point in dwelling on it
Still,
now.
it's a frivolous expense, but it's here. We can't really take it back at this point.
We'll find more money. We'll be fine.
Do any of you guys taste it?
Well, I was given
Nice.
2 cups. I guess I drink from the one pirate gave me, because that's the one that was given to me first. But I eat the food,
I'll share
and
the
I
food
use Mage
too.
Hand. I have Mage Hand continue writing the letter I was working on.
So what were you guys
Okay.
talking about in here?
History, essentially.
History is pretty interesting. What kind of history were you guys talking about?
More or less my own.
So lineage. What's your family like?
Well, we're all very different individuals. Each of us have gone down different paths. We don't normally see eye to eye, but on most things. But in regards to our lineage, we all look highly upon it.
Yeah, it's something to be ashamed of. Family's family, and where you come from, it's something special. What about you, Pierre? What's your family like?
Tasting the wine.
Oh, bro.
Not in the talking mood, it seems. Well, my family, huh? My family's a bit complicated. I was
As
actually
they tend to be.
thrown out at a very young age. See, in my culture, we do these trials to root out the weak and strong, and I failed my trial. As a result of that, I had to be let go. I still love my family nonetheless, and I'm still allowed to visit them. But, within the town, I'm not very popular.
If you're
that's
considered weak, then what is considered strong in your culture?
I don't know, honestly. I think it's a little unfair that they leave it up to us, a single test at a young age, but what can you do?
Most certainly it is unfair, but I guess tradition blinds them to how strong you currently are.
Tradition is fine. I don't hold any grudges.
We're back.
But, I am here now. And I am who I am because of it. So I don't have any problem with it.
Go back.
Well, either way,
There's Alhambra.
Go ahead, Rat.
no. Well, I was gonna just do filler talk. But
Were you able to?
No. Yeah, just drop it. It's whatever.
Were you able to hear what Rogi was saying?
No, I heard. I was typing.
Oh, okay.
He asked about your family.
Yeah.
I'll go around and just share the rest of the wine with Hedron and everybody else in our group.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thrown off balance. I don't. Yeah.
Did you not remember what you're talking about? Because you're just.
No, it's nothing. It's never mind.
Alright. Well, either way, it's a time to relax. I don't know. I think obviously they'll be right back, but I know Hydron has his new armor, and you get it fitted pretty easily for him. And I'm assuming we would like to try it on. I'll probably get to that soon. But with you guys just doing your own individual things. What? No, you left
yet.
You've left.
Oh.
But I don't know if you had time to put on the armor then and there. I would have taken the thing and just take it on the ship and then probably tried it on with Hedron later. But you guys enjoy some time on the ship. Unless there's anything specific you want to do for 5 days and a half.
Well, I will be spending time converting metal.
Okay.
Also, after the first long rest, I'm gonna go to Strayus and make his armor +1.
Oh. Nice.
Oh, it's magic.
Yeah, you get the blessing of the forge, which I will do every night
Nice.
because it lasts until my next long rest. So,
How do I?
Well,
but for now, you get the +1. You have to just actually find a +1 on D&D Beyond and just equip that.
yeah.
Okay.
On the first night though, Smokey. As I don't know how soon everyone goes to sleep and takes their rest for the night. But you get the sense that someone wants to have a conversation with you somewhere private. And someone's probably Zeta. And that place that's private is probably your room. Or
My book.
your book.
Yeah, I go to wherever lodgings they put us. I stop whatever I was working on, go to the lodging area, put my book on the bed, tuck it in. No.
Okay.
I just set it on like a counter or something and then pop into my book.
Okay.
Was there
As you pop
something
into
you-
your book, you find yourself in your, office, your little personal library and everything. But there's also Sita there, sitting on the couch.
Is there something you wish to discuss?
No, I just wanted to check in to see how you're doing. I just like to see how you're doing. See that you made some new friends. I thought this would be a one-time thing, but now that you're traveling with them again, I assume that they're going to be sticking around. And now that their name is in the book, then I guess they're going to be sticking around for much longer.
Well, that's more or less to be seen as we go along, as we all are heading to Apone, but we all have separate directions we might end up going. I don't know what they plan to do. Not fully.
Maybe you should start thinking about what you want to do.
Well, I don't know. I wanted to continue my work, but for some reason, you decided to send me out to Apone to travel. For some reason. And still have
Yes.
yet to tell me what you want out of this.
Well, I think you have to find out what I want for me.
You are...
This- So okay, I'm here to guide you. It's for you to guide you in these new powers, for you to learn, to teach you how to use them and how not to kill yourself with them. But the journey that you take to learn them, to master them, is not one that I can tell you about. It's one that you have to make. It's how your father did it. It's how your father's father did it. It's how your father's father's father did it. It's how your father's fathers did it. And I can keep going.
Just say my ancestors. It's... You are
That's the
very
word.
superfluous.
What does that even mean?
Over the top, essentially.
Ah.
You put
You
too
should-
much in... You... I'm fairly certain I'm coming along to these powers nicely. I don't see why I had to come out to Apone to do it. We haven't even reached there yet, and life has already been put in peril for strange reasons.
Well, if I can help you make a decision, let me just. How about I tell you my opinion on your so-called friends, these adventuring pals?
Hey, guys, I'm sorry. I gotta go. One of our drains just clogged up, and I gotta go take care of it.
Okay, Nova.
See you later, Nova.
You know.
See you, Nova.
Ain't one thing, it's another. God damn it.
Yeah,
I know.
good luck.
Well, he will take you by the shoulder, or at least like wrap his arm around your shoulder, I create a illusion of one of your party members. First one up, already map. Is this one? It's very interesting, very useful. This ability for him to turn raw materials into uh, raw currency is very helpful. You should use and abuse him.
I will utilize his ability. I will not abuse his good faith in others.
Well, he seems very gullible. Just tell him every
He
once in
is.
a while that you're interested in his what's the lady's name? The ocean one.
Umberly.
Yes, Umbrii. Whatever her name is. I never liked her. Anyways, moving on.
Well, I mean, she is tied to water. I don't imagine that is very good for your complexion.
No, it does not. It ruins my tan. Then you
Either
have
way,
this dwarf. Uh, he seems very much ashamed of something. I couldn't quite tell. But something's up with him. I feel like you should figure what that out. What you should figure out what it is, and probably use it to blackmail him.
I feel like that would turn worse for wear on my end.
Well, if you do it smart and the right way, then I think you have nothing to fear. Then we have the oversized lion. This one, he's an interesting one. You should keep him alive. That's all I could say. He might be able to warn you of things to come.
That's odd sentiment to hear out of you.
It is, but it's more for your safety. I'll tell you when you can get rid of him. Don't worry about it.
You know I won't.
And then there is the tiefling. Now, she's very interesting. Nobility I see. With how things are going in Faithus, I think that she's a good friend to have.
Ah, you're using the word friend now.
Yeah,
That's a rare occurrence.
I think that she's a great replacement. I think you maybe might want to focus on her other than that other lady in back home.
Do you want me to put the book in a iron box?
It's just a suggestion. I'm just saying.
Look, I don't understand these games of you trying to tempt me to do dirty deeds or whatever, what have you.
I'm not tempting you to do anything. I'm just stating out my opinions. You can take it of what you will. You don't even listen to them. I just like to think you do.
Look, I know you better than you think I do. I know you're not evil. Otherwise, what would be the point of this arrangement that you have with my family? But what's with the games? Come on. Kind.
I can't.
You know I'm not going to treat people as useless objects.
I can't tell you everything, Smokey. This is how I trained your father. This is how I trained your father's father. This is how I trained your father's
Just say
father's father.
ancestors.
This is how I trained your ancestors. And you get there. My job is to make you the next head of the family. And I have to make sure you're capable of it. Sound in mind and sound in body. Whatever that means.
You're very strange at times.
Yes, people do say that. People say
Who?
I act strange.
Most people don't interact with you anymore.
No, they don't. But when you get to a certain point, I might be able to talk with your friends after you invite them in here. But you'll get to learn that soon.
Look, I know when that time comes. Just behave.
I'll behave. Don't worry about it.
I don't think I saw you messing with Hedron's name. I may not be able to read Dwarven script in their own particular language, but I know you were doing something there.
Well, if you want to call that writing or written language, then I don't know. I'm just saying dwarves are, short and stout and somewhat primitive. I'm joking, okay? I'm
I know
not
you
racist,
are.
I promise. But I just
I
found it
know.
funny to mess with him after,
You can
he
be
was thinking
mean,
of-
but you're not evil.
I mean, depends on the right person. I'll be evil to the right people.
Well, I mean, if they're evil, it's not semantics at that point.
Whatever you say, Smokey. Well, anyways, this was a great conversation. But I think you should go out back to the real world. I have some more lesson plans to plan out for you.
Not more of those. Please, no.
It'll be fun this time. Crosswords.
Look, I've got Seriously.
What? No, they're not your typical crosswords. Don't worry about it.
Look, I've got some work to do. I've got to finish transcribing this new ritual into the book.
Yes. Your ritual thing. It's an interesting one. It's a bit different from what your father chose. But, nonetheless, more important. I don't think any of your ancestors has actually chosen that path before when it came to powers. But, I'll see what I can do for you.
I'm somewhat hoping that, even though technically not a deity, that maybe it'll work in sufficient quantities towards you. I don't know.
It'll work. I'll make it work. Goodbye, Smokey.
Goodbye, Zita. And I pop out of the book.
Yeah.
And I just look at it, wanting to say something, but knowing Zita could still hear me. And he just goes back to his work of transcribing the spell.
Okay. Really?
Huh? What?
What do you so?
Oh yeah,
What
every
do you
night I'll be doing that prayer thing. I'll take out my star chart, and I'll okay. So can I druidcraft? It says I can light like a small campfire, do a small light. Could I use that to like channel some light through my star chart?
Yeah, to just show it out.
Yeah, because the way it works is if I put light through it, or if I shine light through it, it like does like a hologram of stars around me. Okay, so I'll use Druidcraft to help me, and I'll just like every night I'll be doing this, just praying to a different night god. Well, probably mostly
the
Morpheus.
First night. I think what would happen is you pray to Morpheus, you do your star map. Nothing really out of the ordinary happens. But as you fall asleep and dream, it's very much scattered. It's hard to remember exactly what happens. But you remember something being clear. The constellation of Orion, or of a hunter.
Orion?
Orion, that's the word.
Orion.
Orion. But
Yeah.
with that constellation stuck in your mind, you kind of kicked awake, or just shoved awake as the moving of the ship kind of wakes you. All of a sudden, everyone around you is still asleep, but that constellation is fresh in your mind.
Constellation of Orion. What do I know about Constellation of Orion, David?
Make me a history check.
25.
25. Okay. Orion, it represents. It's of a hunter. It's I think it was a big. It's a big story of. I have to look it up again. Dang it.
I'll look up at the sky to see if it's up there.
But I'm pretty sure it was it was from basically a mythology of from your home country of a great hunter, that hunted a great beast as well. And I'm assuming you try to look for it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you look for it in the sky, it takes you a while, but eventually you see it. And it's not hard, as the first star that you see that connects you to everything is kind of like a...
His belt.
It's like a... Yes, it's his belt. But the interesting part is you're looking at it. It's like kind of a debate of whether if he's holding a shield and a club or if he's holding a bow and an arrow. But as you're looking at it, you see a shooting star coming out of his hand, or out of the bow it seems, and goes across the sky. And as you follow it, it disappears and fades as it hits another constellation that you're not quite sure of. Make me a history check, another.
26.
All right. You recognize it immediately as the Leonid constellation, or the Leo constellation, better yet said, the one that looks somewhat like a lion.
That's interesting. So either Orion is attacking a lion, or this is some kind of personal message. Is there any connection between the two constellations?
Well, it depends on who you ask, because in this world filled with magical creatures, Beast is mostly reserved for the actual monsters, the giant monstrosities that basically roam the world. But other people might consider a lion a beast. Orion is known to be a hunter of great beasts.
That's my goal. And the star, after it hits the line, it just disappears.
Yeah, that looks like a shooting star.
Interesting. I guess I'll head to bed and think about it and see what, I don't know. We'll just think about it.
Okay. Well, nothing else comes to your mind as you fall into your deep sleep and wake up the next morning with everyone else. So everyone gets their long rest. And you wake up in the second day of your travels on the ship. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I'm just gonna be spending a lot of time doing, metal conversions, which I'll just ask you at the end how many I get done.
You get as many as you can fit in short rests. I can't remember how many short rests you can take a day.
There's
don't
no
even know.
limit.
Okay. But there was a limit. No, it's like long rest you can take, right? You can only take
Yeah,
like
you can only
once.
take one long.
Yeah. It's up to you how much you want to do. I would say you could just legit do. How long does it take you for to do
It takes
the
an hour to
conversions?
cast it, then an hour for the short rest. So 2 hours.
I would
per-
say within 3 hours you could probably do one, just because you're giving like an hour of downtime for doing other stuff, just in between short rest. So, and then they are. Let's just say, you could do 3 rotations at 3 times. You could do it 3 times a day.
3
just in
times.
general.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, roughly 3 times a day.
Because we have 5 days total, right?
So unless you guys want to do something for the second day, it passes without incident.
What were
No
those?
real interest, nothing.
What were those 2 non-fiction books that I got? The Ogre King's Tent.
You get a book called Going to the Graveyard, another one of Origin Without Honor.
Or so one's history, the other one is I don't know.
Oh no, you're talking about you sold all the non-fiction books. Never mind.
I
You're talking
sold
about
the fiction books. You said there were
Yeah.
2 non-fiction,
non-fictions. That's
and
what
I
you
would
have.
have kept those.
Yeah, one is basically about aerodynamics. It's a scientific book about and mathematical equations about how aerodynamic and how things can flow through, uh, basically the air in real life. You know the anatomy of a bird's wing and how you can replicate it in other vehicles, and stuff like that. And the other one is about boats and boat riding and basically just how boats are made.
Are they both
Interesting
in common?
They are.
Hmm. So maybe he did fully develop these plans on his own. Smokey.
Yeah.
Like how many papers are the blueprints comprised of?
Probably like five pieces, different pieces of paper.
He's gonna try to. Won't do that yet until we can confirm if they were good blueprints or not. So yeah. I don't have anything to do over the course of the
The second
travel.
day goes by, and the second night happens without incident as well. I don't know if you do anything, Rogi. Zeta doesn't want to talk to you, Smokey, but either way, nothing happens the second night. Third morning, you wake up. It is an overcast. The sun
Oh,
is
yeah.
in the sky, but it's somewhat drab. Yeah.
Every day I'll be doing some druid kind of figuring out the weather to see if there's
Okay,
anything
just so
bad.
you just figure out the weather.
Yeah,
For what?
just in case anything bad is going on.
Okay. Yeah, there's a storm coming.
Okay, I'll tell the captain, I guess.
Either later tonight or earlier tomorrow morning.
I'll let the captain know.
He says, well, I assumed as much. It shouldn't be too much of a storm, though. It barely had any time to form, so we should be fine.
We just have to praise Umberly more.
Praise Umbrella, you heard the man.
What is the
Get him on
percentage chance? What's the percent chance of this storm happening?
I'm not sure. I'm not a weatherman. Captain says.
No, I was asking Issues. Issues is the weatherman now.
Well, I mean, it's gonna happen, so I guess 100%.
Very confident in your readings, you are.
Well, it's magic, so I don't know. Take it as you will.
You guys do anything for the third day?
Orgy.
No.
Okay. No orgy.
It's
Well,
just
the third
Strayus
night-
and Hedron.
You dress? Oh wait, what is it? Oh wow. Well, the third night rolls in, as I'm assuming you guys all just want to rest. And as you're resting, you're kind of shaken awake by the sounds of a storm, as the ship is rolling violently, as rain is getting everywhere, even where you are. And there is a panicked shipman that comes downstairs towards you guys, or down the lower decks where you guys are staying, and says, the captain says to brace yourselves, it's going to be a pretty hard storm, and watch out for any moving boxes and debris, they can hit pretty hard.
I'll be helping people who can't. Are there any disabled or weak people in here? Elderlies?
You guys are the only people in here.
Oh,
other than
okay.
the crew. The crew, by the way, is just like 8 people.
But they're
What?
pretty capable, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty decently small ship, and it's mostly meant for cargo, so. And it goes
Fast.
really fast. But people, you hear shouts and stuff on the bridge and things. As you're in the cargo bay, you basically kind of have like this small area left open for you guys to sleep on. But you know, there are boxes going everywhere at this point. You know, falling off these stacks, moving everywhere. And you guys have to kind of dodge around just not to get hit by them. Some of the heavy ones. But the storm
be
does not
kneeling
calm
down, praying.
down.
They should invest in stuff to strap these things down.
It does not calm down. If anything, it gets more violent there as the ship shakes and there's a great fall and a great catch as you guys basically just moving around like crazy. But eventually the captain comes downstairs with a bunch of the crew member and says, Odio, please save us. Talk to Umberly. She's mad about us. I don't know why. Save us, Odio, please.
I'm gonna go up to the top deck of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and I assume there's some ladders on the side of the ship, right?
Yeah, then you could just hang off the side of the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna be grabbing onto those and dropping down into the water, and I'm gonna start praying while underwater.
Okay. Give me a strength saving throw.
Does Odiep have a prayer that he's given us?
A prayer that he's giving you guys?
Yeah.
Like, for you to say?
I guess, I don't know if Ace just could help. He'll help with the prayer.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, if while we were down there, I leaked you guys and how you could pray to Umberly if you're interested.
Yeah, I'll assist with the prayer.
But outside, I get an 8 strength saving throw.
Okay, give me a second.
If it'll help, I'll use this +3 to make that 11.
Odiep was never
you go.
seen again.
I mean, I can swim. And I can breathe water.
I could also, I mean, I
Whether or
could
not-
use a spell on you. I have
Yeah,
enhanced
but-
ability if it'll.
Even if you can breathe under there, the Kraken don't care about that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a song. I don't know.
Do I
I
have
don't know
time
where
to
it
cast a
is.
spell on him before he hops down?
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna use enhanced ability and give you bold strength.
Alright, there it is.
So you'll have advantage on strength checks, and you have a double carrying capacity for an hour.
So
That's
give me
like
that
what
first check
counts.
again, but with
Give me that.
advantage.
Okay.
And I'll just go ahead
It
and
doesn't
also.
matter if it's checked.
I'll
Well,
turn-
it's a 9.
So, this first
Oh,
wave,
this card.
you're using the card to give you,
Yeah,
what does it turn
12.
into? The 12, okay. So, the first wave, you basically kind of feel you're basically underwater praying to Umberly, right? But eventually, you are basically, the ship is going up on a wave, and you are basically not underwater at this point, and then it falls down, and you are hit by a wave of water and knocked out away from the ship. For everyone that saw him, you saw him there, he's no longer there. He's gone.
I'll go into starry form, swim kind of like a beacon of light, and I'll do dragon form. Maybe he can see us. I'll call out to him.
Demetrius, you're tossed around and thrown around, and you kind of are disorientated, and eventually you kind of get back on the surface of the water and see the ship sailing away with the light of something. You're not quite sure, but
How
you know.
far is it away?
That's a good. When you get orientated and everything, it's probably like a good 60 feet, 80 feet away, actually. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say if it's 60 feet, then I'm dashing and swimming and catching up to it, but I'll move 20 feet away from it, then dashing and swimming.
It is hard. Give me another athletics check.
Oh wait, I get advantage right now. 19, yeah, 19.
Yep, you're swimming against the waves as it is fighting against you, and it's hard. You make about half the progress you normally would have, but at
Okay,
least
so,
you make some progress.
so non-dash, I move 30, so I'm 50 away. And I'm gonna cast Misty Step to move an extra 30.
Okay, and how far away
Well,
for you
let's
at
go
this
out.
point?
Well, that moves me 60, so I'm 20 away.
20 away from the ship. And then at this point, the crew kind of go out to the side and throw something overboard for you, probably about 5 feet away from you.
Can I thorn whip him closer?
What's the range of tournament?
It's 30 feet away.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Pulls him. Oh, it pulls you up to 10 feet, but I guess I'll just pull you closer to the rope.
Yeah, and then I will
Oh,
try
yeah.
to grab the rope.
Well, I guess I have to
whenever
hit him
can.
first, don't I?
Yep.
This is 17 hit.
Can I willingly be hit?
I don't know. Why?
And I'm not gonna
I
be
mean,
trying to dodge if he's trying to pull me.
I mean, do you have your shield out? That's the question, because that would get rid of lower your AC as well.
What about just like a
Yeah,
slow? You
so
would take a
if I
minus
don't
two.
have my shield on, then that would lower my AC by 3, and it would hit
2. There you go.
3 because it's +1.
Does
So you
8
are hit.
damage.
8 damage to you, Audio.
And
And you pull 10 feet closer, and you can grab onto the rope at this point, as
Yep.
people will try to pull you closer. But at that point, there is another wave that hits, and I would like for you to make me another strength saving throw.
at advantage.
Does it work for saving throws as well?
Yep.
Let
Anything?
me find
what does
out.
it say?
21.
On strength checks, it's just strength checks.
Oh.
Just strength checks. Just give me another one. Do a flat one.
Okay. 16.
You hold on as you are hit by this water, as it disorientates you as well. But it's like a full force. It's not enough to hurt you or do damage, but it hurts. But eventually you're pulled back onto the ship from the rope as you're holding on.
If I'm able to make it to that point, I'm going to get to the ladder or whatever to hold on and keep praying.
I'll like hold on
As
to
you-
him. Hold on to this
give me,
armor.
give me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check?
Yeah.
That's a 22.
I don't know, it's just weird. The waves are just hitting you and battering you and kind of spraying water everywhere, and the crew are kind of very scared, but then you get kind of a low whisper that says let go.
Oh, I'm letting go.
You
Yes,
let
I-
go.
Not even an insight.
well, I was-
Okay. Why?
I'm assuming it's up
You see Odiep holding onto the ladder, and he looks up to you and then just disappears, just lets go, it just goes flying off the ship.
Oh yeah.
Why am I just
Just,
saying the Titanic scene now?
And again, Odiep, you are disorientated and flying everywhere. You have no idea where you are. And it's finally, I mean, do you want to swim back up, or do you want to just let it take you?
I'll just keep praying and see what might guide me.
You are torn and twisted around, and back on the ship, it is getting worse. The ship is, you don't think how many hits it's going to last. It gets to points where it gets dangerously close to being capsized. It's basically being pushed around. For Odia, as you are...
Messed up last time. I'm listening to you this time. What do you want?
Who are you? The one that calls my name.
Me, Odia.
Again, who are you? The one that calls my name.
It's just me, Odia, the one you saved so long ago.
I saved.
Yes.
That's right. I saved you. And now it's your turn to save me. As you are violently turned around, and eventually you hit something solid as you open your eyes, and you're back on the ship. As for everyone on the ship, another wave hits, and then Odiep is there.
They go and pick him up.
He's covered in seaweed and a bunch of other stuff. But with that, the waves calm down.
You
He
okay?
said she
Odia?
needs help.
Who?
Umberly.
Umber Lee. Now?
Yeah. She
Are
spoke
you
to me while I
sure?
was in there.
Are you sure it was Umberly?
Yes.
Well, what do we do?
I can
What did
tell
she
it
help
was
with?
her. I don't know. That's all she said.
How are the waves looking?
They're calming down. The sky's still pretty overcast. It's nighttime still. But there's still clouds practically everywhere. And around you, the waves are pretty dangerous, but path is clear. You're fine. The ship, the waves around the ship kind of calm down. Still some turbulence, and it's hard to kind of stand around, but None in immediate danger of sinking.
What do we do, Odiep?
The only thing that I could say is that she needs more people to worship her out of adoration instead of fear as usual. Unless there's some other problem that she's facing right now.
Uh, well, it's a good thing you converted a lot of people back on the island. I'm sure you'll have more luck in the mainland.
If
I'll need to meditate to see if I can find out if there's something else that's bothering her though.
it seems like a very aggressive way to tell you to convert more people.
The rest of the crew come up to you and they bow in front of you, Odiep. As they say, you saved us. Odiep, you saved us.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
You
It
saved
was
the ship.
Umberly.
It was Umberly. Everyone, kind of repeats that as they all, are glad that they're alive. As they go around saying, praise Umberly on the ship. These 8 people.
Or Dio's getting his ass beat.
Shut up. Anyways. That, after a few minutes, you kind of leave the storm behind as you look back and you see the clouds and the storm and the winds basically moving the waves, but that is behind you now. In front of you is clear sailing, for the next few days, basically.
I'll heal Odiep with a cure wounds.
He's not-
Oh,
Okay, not hurt, but it'll
what
help.
do you mean he's
No,
not
I'm hurt because he stabbed me.
Yeah,
No.
you got 20 HP back.
Okay.
I cast it
Well,
on a
that maxed
second
me
level.
out.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's the only thing I could think of to help you.
Yeah. Turns out though, I was never in any danger. Umberly just needed to speak to me.
I mean, you can you can swim, you can breathe underwater. Of course, you weren't in danger.
Well, there are many creatures that live in the ocean that are dangerous. And
Yes,
not
but
all
the
of them
blood was
are
dirty.
under Umberly's control.
It'd be very strange for them to be this close to a storm.
Anyway, I need to go pray and meditate, see if there is anything else that could be causing concern for Umberly. I need to make sure that it's not just that she needs more followers.
It does seem like a strange way to say that she needs more followers to it cause a massive storm where you're at.
Who knows? It's how she got me on the right path in the first place.
By causing a storm that could kill people.
Yes. I lost all my family, as far as I know. They're all dead.
Right.
Sorry to hear that, Odiep.
No, it's fine. We were all just worshiping purely the wrong way. My whole life I was being told to fear her until one day the prayers didn't work and I was shipwrecked. All of my family was. And I ended up on an island all alone. And I spent a lot of time there, angry at Umberly, not sure what I was doing my whole life. It was my job to worship her and make sure everyone was okay on the ship. And eventually, ran out of food and water on this island. Began to drink the seawater. And that's when she finally revealed herself to me, and I gained power. I cast spells now, and like I've done with all the other Mel stuff, managed to make a raft and get off of there.
It's truly an amazing feat. I wish you luck with your mission, I guess.
Well, you definitely have helped more than just wishing me luck.
No problem. Anytime.
You guys continue your journey. And the next few days, other than that last day, go uneventfully. Nothing happens unless you guys do anything out of the ordinary. Get another long rest. Those are your spell slots and abilities.
Like I said, I'd be fully devoting like any extra time into meditation, prayer. See if I could, try to figure out what Umberly wanted. Make sure it wasn't something more serious.
Well, even with your increased prayers and stuff, nothing. You get nothing back. No answers, no nothing. Or at least nothing clear. You're not sure. But eventually you get close enough on the final day to which you see land early in the morning. As the captain will say that we are about 8 hours away from reaching Shipton. We're about to go into the river, the Erleon River, the mouth of the river, and start heading up the river and to the city. It didn't take us that long. Is there anything you guys want to do for these last 8 hours on the ship?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Well, otherwise you travel up into the coast, up the river, and into the city. And the city is basically on one side of this giant river. And it's a pretty big city because where the other cities that you've seen, I mean, it's no pretty big. It's kind of on par with some of the other cities in Faithis or in Iquil, but about it. See if I don't die. Also, it's not completely complete as well. I didn't put a wall around it. There's a wall around it. Imagine there's a wall around it.
I will imagine no such thing.
Let's draw a wall around it. Why not? It's
Straw.
Oh my god,
It's
that's a
a
lot
wall.
of buildings.
This
Mm-hmm.
is a wall.
Look at that, we've
They're
made
walls.
money throughout our boat trip.
We should go to this place because it's different.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? Is this the biggest city you've made, right? It looks
Yeah.
very large.
I thought we'd been to Shipton at some point.
No, you haven't been to Shipton before.
That wasn't where Duck fought the
No,
ranger dude?
yeah, this was the Red Dog fought the Ranger dude, but
It's developed
Uh,
since then.
it has developed since then. And
There's so
what do I
few
wanna say?
buildings that are different, like over here.
yeah, no, don't worry. Those buildings are different for a reason. Imagine their walls.
The district planning is all over the place.
And this farm's got a lot of work to do.
Duck's farm better be 3 times the size of this.
entire city?
Yes.
You arrive. And I think that's where we'll end
We do.
for tonight.
We don't.
It is. No, we have to because it's past midnight.
No, it's only 9.
Past midnight EST.
Alright, with the shrine. There it is.
The shrine.
Alright, everybody say
is
goodbye.
that a shrine to Umberly right there?
Goodbye.
That's a shrine, not a building.